or got your GED, or if you were already accepted to a college or university. And you have to have good moral character. Then, once you qualify, you have to apply for the DREAM Act, you'd have to enroll in a bachelor degree program or a higher degree program, or you have to join the military. Then, after being in college or the military for at least 2 years, only then can you apply for legal permanent residency. The DREAM Act was a chance for kids brought to this country through no fault of their own, who'd done everything right, to stay here without the constant fear of deportation. And despite the fact that it was their idea, the Republicans once associated with this have now turned against it. That includes Senator John McCain, who co-sponsored the bill when it was reintroduced in 2003, and again in 2005, and again, yes again, in 2007. And here's where you get to scream, "Are you kidding me?" at your television. In 2007, the DREAM Act was actually introduced twice. There was the one John McCain co-sponsored, and then there was the one John McCain hightailed it out of D.C. for, so he didn't have to vote on it. He did, however, tell conservative bloggers that if he had been in D.C. then, he wouldn't have voted for it.
So I would have voted against moving forward with the DREAM Act because we haven't secured the borders yet.
John McCain is not the only Republican to completely and totally abandon this thing he once championed. But as the Republican presidential nominee, it is Senator McCain who really embodies the Republican Party's bizarre 180 on this issue. The DREAM Act will forever be a relic of the hyper-partisanship of the Republican Party over the last decade. And as a consequence, as a matter of policy, this particular act has languished. It was introduced with bipartisan support. It was introduced, frankly, as the consensus, easy-to-pass, small thing that could be done on immigration, even if none of the hard stuff could get done. But now, 10 years later, not only is it not passed, it is just now getting its first hearing tomorrow in the Senate. The Obama administration has been more aggressive in enforcement of the immigration law, than any other presidency in modern history. The Obama administration now deporting people at an estimated rate of 1,000 a day. They're set to hit the 1 million deportations mark sometime this summer. That's 10% more than in President Bush's last year in office, 25% more than in the year before that. And yet, even as the Obama administration are aggressively criminalizing and prosecuting immigration violations, the White House still says they do want to change this law. They do still want the DREAM Act. In December, during the lame duck session, when Democrats were able to pass unemployment benefits and a food safety bill and health care and compensation for 9/11 first responders and a nuclear arms control treaty and the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell and the ruinous extension of the Bush